Hi everybody, and welcome back. What is trust? We read of trust so many times in the scriptures, but what is trust? I believe it speaks of a confidence, an assurance, a reliance on God. And it's so important that you and I, we learn to trust in God. And this learning is a process. It's based on our knowledge, it's based on our experience, it's based on all the situations that we have been through in life. Not just mine, but in other people's as well. You know, I can read the story of David, and as a young man he grows up as a shepherd. He then finds himself fighting against Goliath. He then is taken into the house of Saul. He becomes an enemy of Saul. Saul tries to kill him. He has to run for his life. He finally then becomes king over Israel after many years of waiting. His son Absalom revolts against him. He has to leave the city and hide in the mountains. He commits adultery. He repents. David's life was full of ups and downs and all sorts of experiences. And yet David says in 2 Samuel 22, "The Lord is my rock, the Lord is my fortress and my deliverer. He is the God of my strength, in whom I will trust." Isn't that amazing? Paul the apostle, you know his life, full of adversity, full of persecution, full of hardship. And yet he says in 2 Corinthians chapter 1, he says, yes, we have the sentence of death on ourselves, that we should not trust in ourselves, but in God who raises the dead. Paul knew that through all the hardships and difficulties of life, through this all, God was with him. God had a plan. God had a purpose. And he learned to trust in God. I'm sure all of us this morning, you know, when we look back in our life and we see where we have come from, the things that we have been through, good things, wonderful things, tough things, harsh things, disappointing things, and yet where are we today? We can trust in God. He will not fail us. God is with us in all of these things. It is important to see God's deliverance in our life, in our day-by-day experience. Paul says in Romans chapter 8, "I am persuaded in neither height nor depth, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor present things or things to come, nor any other created thing can separate me from the love of God which is in Christ Jesus." Paul knew in his heart, in his life, that he could trust in God, trust in his faithfulness, trust in his presence, trust in the purpose and plan that God had for him. We also can trust in him. God bless you.